Hey, it's Mike Nelson with Operation Age and Thrive, bringing you another video today. Today's video is about, ever wonder what the difference between successful people versus unsuccessful people are? This isn't just your normal video. I'm gonna get into some really good nuggets about what our business has seen for success and some of the trials and tribulations, and honestly, what we've seen with people in our business who have not been successful and those that have been. There's a lot of characteristics that really make up your Warren Buffetts, your Bill Gates, so on and so forth. So we're gonna cover a few that I've been able to see in my business and through my personal experiences as to what we've done to be successful, as opposed to perhaps some things that we've seen that are challenging that others aren't doing, that we see makes all the difference in the world. However, before we get started, I would love for you to get some value out of these videos. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. We're always just gonna come from value, and hopefully each of these topics touches you each differently, and you take one thing away from it. Have you ever seen like a weightlifter in a competition, like grunting, their blood vessels are popping out, they're sweating, and they're trying to push that one last weight up and complete a set? That's commitment. Commitment is something we see successful people do at a very, very high level. There's no fail in their mindset. They are dedicated. I see other examples of, a story I tell all the time is, somebody that's down on their luck, doesn't have a lot of money, yet their daughter has been diagnosed with a disease, and they have no money. What do? They're committed. They're committed to get their daughter or son better. And you see them do extraordinary feats to make that happen. They get the finances, I promise you. They work as hard as they can. So how committed are you to your goals? How committed are you to where you want to get? And commitment's different for different people, or success is different to different people. Don't let somebody else define that for you. What do you define success? Put your commitment together. A lot of what we look at is your why. I mean, if you don't have a deep enough why, Simon Sinek has a whole book on that. Your why is exactly what you need to know. If your why doesn't make you cry into why you do something, you're not gonna do it. Look, I see at the end of the year, everybody's like, yeah, I wanna do weight loss. Yet they're not committed to it. They don't have a deep enough why. It's a nice thing to do, right? It's a positive thing to do. However, the doctor says if you don't lose weight, you're probably gonna die in the next 60 days. Guess what their why is now? So how do you translate that into success of whatever you're trying to achieve? That's the deep enough why that you gotta have. It gets you up every day and keeps you pushing and is your sole focus as a priority. Other things that successful people do, and I didn't really realize this until I got into the real estate business and got surrounded with the right people, is thinking big. You have got to think bigger than the moon, right? If you don't think you can take your own spaceship and go to the moon on your own and you can figure it out, you're probably not thinking big enough. So what's your goals, right? I'll go back to the losing weight kind of scenario. If your goal is to lose 40 pounds and you only really say you want to lose 20, are you thinking big enough? Think big, shoot for 40, right? In business, we see that all the time, right? Is double your goal. So a mentor of mine at one point in time told me, you'll underachieve what you think you'll do in a year, but you'll overachieve what you'll do in 5 years. So think about that weight loss. If you stick with something for 5 years, just imagine the amount of weight and the health and the condition you'll be in, as opposed to what you might think you can do in a month or a year. I challenge you to think big and stay with it, and surround yourself with people that think big like you. Another key trait is they never give up. Successful people don't give up. It's not this nice little gravy train up to the top where there's no bumps and there's no bounces. They're constantly failing. And quite honestly, they see failure as a necessary step to be successful. If you don't fail, what are you learning? Most people will maybe get on a consistent schedule. They're doing great. They get stressed, they get sick, they get injured, and they stop. Why stop, right? You may need to recover, you may need to heal, yet if you go back to your big why and your commitment, you get back on the bus. and you go in and you get back after it. You eat healthy, you lift weights. You do that in your business as well. Don't quit. I will tell you personally, in my world, I was in real estate. I was always in a corporate job. My first 9 months, I didn't do a deal. I was far from successful, right? However, that's kind of the trend of most first-year agents, so I won't say that's anything good or bad. However, I'm telling you, if you stick with it, which my wife was able to convince me to stick with it, I'm not a hero. I was thinking of throwing in the towel after 9 months, stuck with it. Our organization and business is now closing 208 units last year, pacing to do the same thing this year. If I would have given up, look at what I would have lost. Here's something else they do. They surround themselves with people that are winners. They surround themselves with people that think bigger, that have bigger businesses than them. They're constantly striving to be a part of that group, to learn from those people. It's kind of like I look at it in sports, right? The NFL has the professional league. You've got college, you've got high school, even look at it as baseball. You've got the major league team, you got the AAA, the AA, the single A. Why? Because you gotta grow, right? You gotta start at a level and you tap into, if you're single A, you're working with the AA guys and gals and learning what they're doing, right? That's so much what you have to do, is who you surround yourself with. I think Jim Rome is the one that said it. Show me the 5 people you hang around with and I'll tell you what your worth is, right? That's huge. If you're hanging around people that are not pushing you to be bigger and better, how do you expect yourself to be bigger and better? I don't think it's gonna happen. Successful people surround themselves with other high achieving people that are dominating and looking for additional success levels, and they're just constantly pushing. The last thing that I'll wrap up here is accountability. If you don't have somebody challenging you in a professional way and pushing you, which goes back to who do you surround yourself with? A coach, a mentor. I mean, think of all of these things. You want to get the best physical condition of your life? Most people don't do it alone. They hire a coach. They hire somebody that will push them and kick them in the rear end, right? They hire a fitness or a nutrition coach, right? That nutrition coach is making them eat the best foods. It's got to be accountability. If you don't have accountability, we as humans have typically shown that we're not great at holding ourselves accountable. I'm gonna hit the alarm, I'm gonna sleep in today, I'm not gonna go to the gym, right? Have somebody there that's gonna kind of kick you in the rear, give you some numbers, give you some metrics, and kind of push you to meet those goals, which all goes back to your big why. You need to get up in the morning to go to the gym because the doctor told you if you don't lose some weight, you're gonna die in the next 60 days, right? What's your why? Make that accountability partner understand your why and push yourself to be the best that you can best with accountability. I'd like to challenge you in the comments below to post some things that you're doing. So what's your takeaways from this video? What are things that you're doing today that you're really good at? What are things you need to improve in? Post that down in the comments. Hey, if you found this video interesting and you took anything out of it and you'd like to receive more videos, go ahead and click the subscribe button below, click the notification bell, and you'll be notified of future videos. Let us know in the comments what you want to hear, what you want to talk about, things of that nature. From Operation Agent Thrive, peace out.